Back parking lot of the Student Center, talking to students about what they think of our parking on campus.
I'm actually in a unique situation. I've actually been all three. I've been a resident, I live off campus currently, and I've also drove. My freshman year, I drove from Bloomsburg every day. I live about an hour and a half away, one way. And I know the most frustrating thing when I was in that situation was getting here, paying $120 a semester for a parking pass, not being able to find parking, and being forced to park on a meter, which is even more expensive now. The rates doubled 2 years ago. I think it's almost 8 quarters for a full hour, which is ridiculous. It's $2. It's ridiculous. Last semester, I lived on campus. I stayed in Towers, and I had a car. I had to drive home to work at a nursing home. I work at a nursing home part-time on the weekends to make money. And I had to drive home every weekend. And honestly, I had less issues parking as an on-campus than I did as a commuter, and I thought that was pretty ridiculous, honestly. This semester, I live off campus. I live over by the Stab and Grab, as many people know, at the Sunoco. And I have a friend who also lives over there with me, and it's difficult because both of us live in a really sketchy area. I live with my girlfriend. She's a small woman, and I honestly don't feel safe when she walks out, when it's really dark out in the morning or really late. It's a dangerous area. That shooting that we all got warned about, that happened basically in his backyard. And Wilkes gives him grief all the time about getting rides because they're like, it's not that bad, you're fine, just walk. And I know the kid. The kid's not a pushover by any means, and he's sketched to walk. I think we need more parking in general. I think, honestly, their best plan of attack would be to take the back part of the sublot and turn that into another parking garage. It would double our parking. We don't have enough parking right now. Simply put, we don't.
All right, well, I am a commuter here. This is my second year here, second year being a commuter. I'm the commuter council president, so I get a lot of opinions and a lot of complaints about parking all the time from everybody, from commuters and residents. I think parking here is wonderful, especially with the new parking lot that we built. There's about, 30, 50 new spots or something, and they broke down a few more buildings, so they have a lot more parking spaces, like 100 or 150 expected more. I always get here early, so I have no real problem getting parking. But other people that come here at 9 or 10 o'clock, they have trouble, which I don't experience. So the charges for parking, they are quite expensive. But other universities, like the University of Scranton, they pay about $300 a year, and we pay $120 per semester for a commuter parking pass. Now, my big concern is not the amount of money, but just worrying where that money is going. So we don't know exactly where that money goes, and that's where I've been trying to find out for the past year and a half. Of course, I just have to go through the right people, but I'm sure it's going for cleaning up the parking lots and paying people to shovel the roads and everything. But to know exactly where that money is going, I think will alleviate a lot of people's concerns about how much it is.
If you could give one piece of advice for one improvement you would want to see for our parking, what would it be?
A giant parking garage in the back of the sub.
As you've heard, a lot of our students have different opinions of what they think of the parking on campus. What do you think? Back to you at the studio.